In this lesson, we're going to be looking at 15 phrases that you use frequently that we need to fix. Phrases that you have been using badly, so much that they probably sound okay to you, but they're not. So let's start and let's fix these broken phrases. Number 1. Hey Greg, what happened? What happened? ¿Qué pasa? Okay. No. In English we say, what's wrong? What's wrong? Or what's up? What's up? Or what's the matter? What's the matter? But not what happened. Another mistake with happen is happens the same. Happens the same in Spain. Happens the same? Pasa lo mismo en España. No. The same thing happens. We always need the subject, the verb, the object. It's very flexible in Spanish, but in English it's not. We have the subject, the same thing, the verb, happens, and the rest in Spain. The same thing happens in Spain, not happen the same in Spain. There are a few mistakes with you using have too much because of tengo hambre, tengo sed, tengo sueño, tengo 20 años. Alright, I have in Spanish, of course, but not in English. In English, we use I am for all of these examples. I am hungry. I am thirsty. I am tired. Tengo sueño, not I have dream. Just I'm tired or I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. Tengo sueño. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. And I am 37 years old. Alright, the next one is because in Spanish you say somos 5 personas, but in English we do not say we are 5 people. We say there are 5 of us. There are 5 of us. Somos 5. If you say we are 5, that means that we, me, you, her, we are 5 years old. That's what that means. So if you want to say somos 5, you have to say there are 5 of us. The question, ¿cuántos sois? How many of you are there? How many of you are there? There are 5 of us. You go to a restaurant. Can I have a table, please? Yes. How many of you are there? There are 5 of us. If you say we are 5, they will probably give you the children's menu. The next one is the worst one. Estoy de acuerdo? I agree. Not I am agree. Never say I am agree, please. It's the most frustrating mistake Spanish speakers make. Not such a common one, but a very confusing one is this. Do you like my watch? I bought it to a man on the street. I bought it from a man on the street. If you buy something to someone, well, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but it makes me think that you actually gave it to him. It's wrong, but that's the impression that it gives. If you buy it from him, it means that he gave it to you. Alright, the next one is lo importante es que, lo bueno es que, lo malo es que. Alright, in English, it's not the important is that, the good is that, the bad is that. We need the word thing. Lo importante, the important thing is that, Lo bueno es que, the good thing is that, the bad thing is that. Okay? The ridiculous thing is that you always need the word thing in this construction. Don't forget the thing. One example of Spanish speakers using far too many words is with this expression. It is for this reason that. It is for this reason that. Okay, we can solve this whole situation by using 2 words. That's why. That's why. Okay, don't say it is for this reason that. First, it's quite a Spanish thing to say, it's not a native thing to say. And secondly, it's 6 words instead of 2. That's why. Miles de personas, 1,000 of people. We don't use of in English. 1,000 people, 1,000,000 reasons, 5,000,000 inhabitants, 300 days. With hundreds, thousands and millions and billions, we don't put the word of between the number and the noun. I've told my students this thousands of times. Okay, with an unspecified amount of times, we do use it thousands of times. My wife has hundreds of bags. There are millions of people living in poverty. Okay, an unspecified amount of hundreds, thousands and millions, yes, we say of. But if it's a specific number, then we do not. There are millions of people living in poverty. There are 5,000,000 people living in poverty. My wife has hundreds of bags. My wife has 900 bags. All right, the next one. I want to can speak English very well. I want to can? To can? No, it's impossible to can. I don't like to get technical, but can is a modal verb like may, must, should. It's not possible to can, to may, to will, to would. If you really need to use can in its infinitive form, like quiero poder, then we have to use be able to. Quiero poder. I want to be able to. Podré. I will be able to. There's no future of can. It's not a very versatile word. So if you're having problems using it, just use be able to instead. Okay, the next one. Escúchame, mírame, explícame. Explain me, listen me. Now, we need a preposition in all of these examples. So it's explain something to me. Can you explain it to me? Can you explain the idea to me? Can you explain it to me? Listen to me, listen to the radio, listen to the music, listen to, and look at. You look at someone, you're looking at me. You don't look me, you look at me. And finally, if your friend has a new boyfriend or girlfriend and you're asking them to describe him or her, you would say, ¿Cómo es? Right? But in English, it's not, how is he? The answer to how is he is very well, thank you. What you want to ask is, what's he like? What is he like? What's he like? What's he like? He's tall, dark hair, blue eyes, very attractive. What's he like? Not what does he like? What does he like? He likes football, he likes music. What does he like? But what's he like is asking the person to describe their physical appearance and personality.